Hi all. I just wanted to take a few minutes since I posted some very exciting news on my blog today about a Project Life group that I plan to put together. I just became a Stampin' Up! Demo once again, and my main focus is going to be to help you document Project Life throughout the year. So what the basis is I will be giving you tips through my video each week about my pages and how I go about printing and putting everything together, as well as sharing with you sites and deals that I might have via Stampin' Up! And also share with you the struggles, because what I've heard mostly about people who try to start Project Life is that they get overwhelmed and they start great and then all of a sudden they give up. So today what I'm going to share with you is actually I'm going to show you my first album that I started in 2011. When I started in 2011, I was excited. I wanted to put every little thing that I could into my album, and you'll see that in a second. What I've learned throughout the years is, yes, you do want to put those little moments, but there are ways to actually to downsize everything that you have. I was about to tell you some of the tips that I use, but you're gonna have to wait or join the group to find out what those are. But let me start by showing you my cover album. Sorry for the little twirl around. I still have to figure out how to maneuver this thing. So this is what my cover page looked like. As you can see, it was just a plain a setup, actually. I just took the core pages and just stuck them in and said, okay, here we go. So for us, January 1st, it is actually the start of celebration, as my older daughter, it's her birthday on the 3rd. So for me, this year, when she turned 4, we went to the city to do a lunch with the American Girl doll. So what I did was made a collage and put all the pictures that I took into the album. If I were to do this again, I probably wouldn't do this like this again, because it held a lot of I would probably put this in her own album, because since then I've made her own album. I would probably have done like a 6x12 collage now and then stuck that in here, and then as well as the scrapbook page that I had made for her birthday. And then this is the first week in January. This is basically my MO. I do this. I do like to put individual pictures for each day and then just journal. Journaling is like the most important thing to me. I will share with you more details on that as well. As you can see, the first year I was like totally into making scrapbook pages and sticking them in there, which nowadays you won't find any scrapbooking inside them because it makes it really, really extra bulky. And then I don't feel comfortable with it being secure in the pages, but I left this in here. I can see, let me see, more scrapbooking. So what I made this for my first year was like mostly more scrapbooking, because, well, I was so used to making just scrapbook pages. It was how I felt more comfortable documenting, until I got more comfortable into letting go of those scrapbook pages and putting them in their own album and just documenting our everyday life, which is what Project Life is about. It's not about complicating life and trying to make it perfect. As you can see, for me, this is a newspaper. This I still do right now. I still do enter like the most important things that I find in the newspaper, and I stick them in so that way the kids, when in the future, they will be able to look at what it was. This I did spray with a protective seal inside on the page so it won't be damaged. And pamphlets, memorabilia that I still include. As you can see, my main goal is to put pictures in. And see, look, this is my first album and I still have gaps, but you know what? I'm alright with that. As long as you document and you keep doing it, you will be so happy that you have done this project, because your children will love it. My kids, they will sit for hours and grab all our albums, because remember what I said, I have 2 albums a year. And they love to look at themselves, especially like my little girl. Like to see her transform. So from a little baby face to the big girl that she is now, it's totally amazing. This is album 2, part 2 of my first year. As you see, once again, it's I actually didn't put any scrapbook pages, but what I did was I love inserts, because that's how I feel that you can, add extra pieces of what happened throughout your week. Oops, sorry. Throughout your week, without making it too bulky, which I think makes you create and go. Like I see, newspapers are a very important thing, especially because my husband, he works at the newspaper depot, so I have access to newspapers every day. So if anything happens in the news, he already knows. I don't even have to tell him to just bring it for me. So that way, we put him in our project lab. Yes, this was my son when we went to the 9/11 memorial. He took a little rock and he said, "Mom, put it in Project Life." That's another thing I'm going to show you, how you can incorporate having your kids in documenting in your album. Now we are in 2013. This is my first book, because I already am into my second one. Oh, my T of my last name. As you can see, I stapled it, but it's still wonky. But I'll fix that later. As you can see, I kept it simple. This year was all about simplicity, because being the baby, she is a preemie, I didn't have time to document. So I'll show you my favorite insert what became this year. As you can see, this one is just a 3x4 inserts. But again, I made sure to document and to put in everything that I thought was important for us to remember, and kept it super simple. But you got the gist of it, of what our year has been so far. I will include more information, as I said, in each of the videos, and show you how I document each week as I go as well. So that will be all for now. If you're interested in the group, just go to my blog, and there's more information and all the details that you need. I hope to have everyone signed up by December 15th. That way we will have placed our orders and have everything received by January 1st, so we can start fresh. I already ordered my album and everything that I need, so we can get started documenting.